I'm Marc Lauenstein, I'm 35, from Switzerland, and I'm happy to have finished Zegama. This was my first Zegama, yes, and well, I didn't know exactly what to expect. In Switzerland it's not a very famous race, and yet people around the mountain running association told me lots of incredible things about the race, and it happened to be true. It's a magical race and the atmosphere is amazing, and to be honest I also think the course is quite unique. It varies a lot from just plain running on trails, but not so much of it, and very technical, some field running, a little bit like in what we are doing in the fell races in Great Britain. So it's a very complete race, and yeah, just the whole spirit around it is fantastic. I started not too quick because yeah, I'm getting older and I'm not sure how my shape is always. So I started with some gears to spare, and in the downhills I felt really comfortable, and I was able to catch up the lead there, Aritz and Kilian. So I was very keen on that, and it motivated me quite a lot. Then we dropped Aritz and I was with Kilian, and I even was able to get away a little bit from him to Santi Spiritu. But yes, Kilian is Kilian, and you know that he will be back shortly after that, and he showed who's a champion. But anyway, I was very happy I was able to survive the cold afterwards. Once we climbed on the highest peaks on Aizkorri, it started to be very cold, and I do have troubles with cold weather, I know it, and I was very pleased I was able to manage that, and it was not given. I think I never was so cold in a race as in Zegama 2016. Yeah, I'm working a full time, and I'm also a father of 2 children, so yeah, the days are busy. I have a very interesting job I love to do, and yeah, I used to be almost professional orienteer, and this was back in my earlier years, and now is time to change the chapter, and yeah, I'm looking forward to have a career in my profession as a dentist, and running is more passion now, and it's something I do for myself, and every now and then I try to pick some nice races and really try to soak them up, enjoy them as much as I can, and Zegama was the one to do. Yesterday I had so many shivers through the spectators, but also the beautiful landscape, also because of the cold. But yeah, every race I do is very special for me, because it's not something which is given. I have to do some sacrifices with family and my job, and when I'm here at the race I do my best. As a young athlete, you need to be able to focus fully on the sport, and with 20 you think only about that, and that's I think it's correct. And you train, I think I used to train more, and I was much more dedicated to the sport back then. But then with age you start to know how to train, you know how to do the most out of the least training, and yeah, I think it's doable to have a family, to have a job, and yeah, for me it's a very good balance this way, and as everywhere, if you want to perform, you have to feel good with what you're doing, and for me, being a professional elite sportsman puts also pressure on you, and if you need to be at your best for the D-Day, it's hard if you have the financial pressure and just so much pressure, because you build your life up to that. After I finished my studies for For 6 years I was working only about 3 days in a week, and I was away from home for training camps for 4 months in a year. So there I was almost professional. I just worked to survive, to make ends meet. But this was until 2012, and then I retired, and it's more by accident that I continued doing high-level sports with mountain running, because back then I was just orienteering. Fortunately, my wife is also an orienteer like me, so we are training, we're coaching our regional team for orienteering, and she shares this passion also for mountain running. So she supports me, and otherwise it would not be possible. And Lena is my daughter. She's 1 year old, so she has to go running quite a lot with me in the stroller. And with my children I've done over 1,000 kilometers pushing them or pulling them on skis. So I've saved to come with. And now my son is 3, and he likes to see me run. He likes to run too, and we do some little sprints here and there. And it's just the whole family shares that, and for them it's normal to be active, and even so they're very small, but it's just the way we are. Well, you don't have a choice. Here I'm lucky because my family is not here, but usually I cross the finish line, and I have my 2 children there, and they expect me to be their father. There's no rest there, but it's when you're a father, it's natural, and you take this role straight away, and usually the next day after a race I'm back at work, and it's just a routine, but that's what I love to do, to run, and I won't complain about it. I'm not able to sustain a high volume training over the year because I have too many commitments with job, family, and other commitments. So regularly I train quite little until mid-February, and then I know, okay, in 2 months the big races will start, and I try to be focused again. It's always quite tight to be ready for the first race, because when I start training again it does feel pretty bad. And it's always a super nice feeling when you start to feel your body being performant. I need about 2 months of good training, where I train maybe between 8 and 11 hours of running. That's all it takes for me to be back in pretty good shape so far, but every year is getting more difficult. I, and especially my wife, coach a young, very high potential orienteering group, and that's also what keeps me going, because they are faster than me on short, up to 10 kilometers. They are faster than me, so they really challenge me, and I have to hold on to them to keep up. And even though I coach them, they train me actually now, and so it's really a win-win situation to coach them for me. And it's my wife and I, our daily business is orienteering, and it's mountain running is more the exception. I never put focus on running competition. It's only the last 3 years now that I put running goals as my main goals. I noticed I like to be in shape, so I stopped my career as elite orienteer, and I really didn't train for about 2 months, and I just felt like there's something missing, and I just like to train and to feel good in my body through training, and it's good if you have a goal to train for. So I set some mountain races. Actually, it was Sierzinal I set myself as a goal, but more really not as a high goal. It was more something for fun. And well, I won Sierre-Zinal. It was just at this as my first mountain race. So yeah, I could not just stop there. So since then, I've been doing some more mountain running. I think if you still listen to your body, and if you take care, if you make sure that you recover from one race to another, I think it's okay. But yeah, I've been questioning this too. If what's the limit, and we push ourselves quite hard in those races, and I think we do have to listen to our body. And it's once you're in a competition, you have your ego and everything which pushes you to go further, but you still have to listen to your voice inside.